What's going on YouTube? Thank you guys for watching today's video. As you can see behind me, I got my car. Today we're going to be doing an install of some fully torqued racing splitter rod. I actually work here, so I'm going to be doing the full assembly and we're going to be installing them on my Mustang. Now as you can see right here, there's not many threads that are actually into this support rod. I'll show you once we actually take them off the car and you'll be able to see there's not much that's keeping this on. I have a ton of bolts underneath the splitter that are mounted through the belly pan, and that's truly what's supporting this splitter onto the car. I just want to give you a base reference of what this is before we get going. So now let's head into the shop. Here's where the magic's gonna happen. This is what the finished product is gonna look like. I'll show you a close-up of everything once it's done, but just for reference, that's that. What we're gonna be starting with is our two support rods. These are gonna be the actual base of the rod, obviously. Then, we're gonna have our clevises, which have these pins in them as well. This is gonna allow the adjustability for the rod to actually be at the angle. The next piece we have is the rod ends. As you can see in here, there's actually an adjusting AP. What's the actual name for this part in the middle?
So it's called a rod end bearing.
A rod end bearing, okay. So these actually have a bearing in here, a rod end bearing. So this bearing allows for full adjustability on the splitter rod once it's on the car, which plays a big factor compared to what the other guys are doing. Nobody else has this type of design. These are going to be pushed into the clevis with the pin holding it all together. And the last and final piece that we have is going to be our premium hardware. This is the premium hardware. This is what mounts to your splitter, to the top of your bumper, to your bash bar, wherever you're mounting your top point. This will have the connection to both. So you either have this option or you just get a standard bolt. And these work great too. The only issue with these is that after time they do end up rusting, corroding, where this is never gonna have that issue. The other huge benefit about the premium hardware is that it actually comes with this little plate right here. And this will actually protect your splitter for when you end up bumping on things. And it also is just gonna give you some more surface area. Oh, here's everything laid out. Now let's get started with the install. Once you screw in both sides of the rod ends, these babies are ready to go on the car. If you're not a fan of the aluminum rods, Fully Torqued Racing also sells carbon fiber rods, and here they are. Give you an up-close view of them. Peep that weave though. The carbon fiber rods also have this engraved FTR logo, which is awesome, and that is the one thing that I wish the aluminum ones had. But I just like the look of aluminum rather than carbon fiber. That's why I'm doing these ones on my car. Now that we got these bad boys assembled, let's head outside and put them on the car. Oh, let's take a second to appreciate those wheels, boys. Good looking. Now that we have both rods off, here's the comparison of the two of them. As far as diameter goes, obviously the Fully Torqued Racing one is much thicker. The attachments up at the end look a lot more sturdy on these rather than, you know, the more flimsy components on this one. Now we can jump on with new hardware. We'll just get it relatively into place to start us off. It seems like that might have been too easy, right? Well, just like that, the splitter rods are on the car. I think they actually do add a lot of appearance to the front end as well. I mean, it just looks a lot more meaty and aggressive. The last thing that we are gonna do in today's video is running over to get it aligned. Like I had said in the previous videos, we need to get this car aligned. Right now we kind of just put it together, but the rear toe end links are gonna be off. The front is definitely off. We need to get the camber adjusted. So we're gonna hop back in the car, run over to Tire King, and they are gonna align everything for us.
A few moments later.
All right, we just arrived. We're here at Tire King, so we're gonna be getting the car aligned. We're gonna get the rear end back to 0 because the toe end link is actually still adjusted for where the eye-box springs were at. So now that it's back raised, the toe end link is just not adjusted correctly. And then we're gonna get the front up to 3 degrees. I also need to get the wheels balanced. That will be happening tomorrow. So you should be seeing that in Monday's video. But as far as today, this will probably be the last stop. Hopefully the last stop. Here's the initial numbers, guys. So over on the left side, we have -2.4, and over here we have -1.75. They're going all crazy just because he's lifting the car up right now. But we did pretty good. So then in the rear, we're gonna try and get both the toes to 0. Camber, I don't want any in the rear, but I don't have the camber arms for the rear. So we're just gonna have to deal with what that is for now until we can buy that part. All right, guys, both camber plates are totally maxed out. Yep. We're gonna see once the screen adjusts. I'll show you the exact measurements for everything and how many degrees they're all set at. But we should have this thing finally going in a straight line. Whoa! One of the really funny things that I've never seen until right now is this guy trying to get into the car and how tight the seats are. It's just funny.
Like this.
Right.
So basically everything else.
Okay. Okay.
You good?
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, boss.
So what he was just saying, guys, is that right here, this is maxed out at -2.2, and over here it's -1.85. But they're both maxed out. I mean, we pried them as far as we could. So that's as good as it will get right now. We are gonna end up ordering the Bmr Camber Bolts. I've already looked into them. They're on American Muscle, like 30 bucks a piece. So we're gonna get those, bring it back, and then we're gonna dial it down. We'll get it at 3 degrees. It will be perfect. All right, guys, now that everything is all completed, we have the car back on the road. We're ready to roll. I am gonna get those camber bolts installed. We'll be doing that in just a couple weeks here. And if you're local to the Roseville, Sacramento area, be sure to check out Tire King. Go talk to Casey, tell him that Cole sent you. He might not remember exactly who I am. Today was my first day meeting him actually, but just, you know, tell him I drive the Mustang, the 187 Mustang race car, and he'll get you taken care of. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see y'all next time. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out. Be sure to work more and talk less.